did not make any New Year's resolutions, nor do I ever make New Year's resolutions. And here is more or less why. So, I'm not a big believer in trying to make the universe bend to my will or something crazy like that. I'm more of like taking what nature gives me and making the best of the opportunities that are presented. And then with the opportunities presented, giving it 100%. Like, I'm not going to try to fight the forces of nature. It's a waste of time and effort. So, if there's something that's really, really important that I either need to start or stop, usually, so we're talking about habits, virtues and vices. You know, a virtue that you want to try to attain or a vice that you want to try to quit. The best time to do it is when the opportunity presents itself. The best time to do it is not some arbitrary man-made deadline like January 1st. Like, nature doesn't know what January 1st is. Nature doesn't keep track of years and days. Nature is a continuum. It never stops. So the best time, I mean, it's gonna be hard to say. So I'll give a couple examples. So, for example, quitting a vice. When I was a smoker, quitting smoking, which I've done twice, is probably the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. It's rough. And the 2 times that I quit, I never tried to quit until I actually did it. Because I knew that if I did something dumb, like I'm going to quit for a New Year's resolution or something, I wouldn't last 2 hours, much less 2 days. Like, I just know it's not going to work. Now, what I do know is that the only force powerful enough to make me want to quit smoking would be love. So I waited. I enjoyed smoking, and I did it for years, both times. And what I did was kind of kept in the back of my mind, yeah, I know this isn't good for me. Yeah, I know I should quit, but I'm not even going to worry about that because it's not the time. So I'll just enjoy smoking, and when it's time to quit, I'll do it. And then, lo and behold, I would fall in love, as happens to humans. And then I would really start looking out for opportunities to quit. So, for example, one time I was in love, and I opened my car door, and my vape fell out and broke. Now, to restart this vice, I would have to go buy a whole new vape. And something clicked in my mind, and I was like, this is my moment. And so I told myself, all right, I quit. And the combination of, the powerful force of love plus a good opportunity, that the universe presented itself with, enabled me to quit that time. And it worked. I stayed quit. And I don't smoke anymore to this day. Well, don't smoke cigarettes to this day. And won't, because I know if I tend to get addicted to stuff pretty easily. So if I just had one, that'd be it. I'd be back. So, kind of the same with my diet that I'm on right now. I think it was about a year ago, so this is like starting something good. So trying to develop a virtue, healthy eating. About a year ago, I read a book about keto, realized, how good of a diet it was. Cutting out all the sugars and carbs and seed oils and all that stuff. Like, yeah, this seems good, seems healthy, but at the time, I even made a YouTube video about it. Why I wouldn't go keto is that it's just too much of a pain in the ass, really. Like, I would have to decline food that my friends offered me. I'd have to be really discerning and reading labels at the grocery store. I really wouldn't be able to go out to eat. I wouldn't be able to eat fast food. Everything would either have to be prepared or packed or something. It'd just be a big pain in the ass. And I realized that. And I was like, despite the fact that I know this will be good for me, I'm not going to do it right now because I wouldn't stick to it. And I wouldn't have. Like, there were times that I tried to cut carbs and things like that, and it'd last for a week or two. But I never really made an effort to completely go keto. Cut out carbs completely, cut out sugars completely, cut out seed oils completely, anything like that, because I knew it wouldn't happen. However, the universe slapped me across the face with its big old cock when it gave me diabetes. And that's when I thought, okay, well, now it's do or die time. Like, I literally will die if I don't change my diet, because I'll be damned if I take the white man's medicine. Not gonna do it. So I went from, yeah, I'm not gonna do keto, to bam, cutting out all sugars, all refined sugars, all carbs, all seed oils. Just done in like the space of, I think of, like, basically right away. Like, just done. And once again, that was because the universe had sent me a sign. Said, okay, but you do this healthy diet or you croak. There's your choice. So, yeah, that's how I make resolutions, and how I start, good habits and end bad habits is, if I'll get the idea, like, okay, this is going to be healthy for me, like going to the gym or something. That's a habit that I developed. And then I will keep it in my head and wait to be presented with an opportunity. When the opportunity comes, that's when I'll make that big, life-changing resolution to start or stop something. And if I waited till some arbitrary time frame set up by humans like that, it wouldn't do anything for me. Like, New Year's means very little to me. And it means nothing to nature. So, there you go. Maybe it works for some people, starting and stopping New Year's resolutions, but I've heard that they do not. I've heard tell they don't work very well. So, this is my alternative to a New Year's resolution. It's a opportunistic resolution.